have for us today, Tracy?
Well, we kind of specialize in guitars, except for we have our Solid State Symphony, which is an orchestra that
All synths.
all synth, right? But for now, our new release is Renegade, which is actually a Telecaster
Oh, nice.
library.
So mind if I come on the other side of these because the mic is on this side? So
Oh,
I can
sure.
get-
knows me.
Okay, and Renegade has two modes. It has solo mode or a chord mode, so you can have it play chords. And I'm going to turn it up so we can hear it. Or solo mode. And what we've done, you see a little bit of hieroglyphics here.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is going to be intuitive. That was the plan.
Looks intuitive.
But these are the articulations for high velocity, velocity switching. So if I get up to a certain level here, you're going to see a slide. You hear a slide. This is ancient Egyptian for a hammer-on right here.
I wasn't aware that the ancient Egyptians had guitars.
They had hammer-ons. I'm not sure what they were using hammering them on. Or there's a little trill. And we have, this is new for us, this is a new bin, so I had to work hard on this one. But, and we also have an up and down bin.
That is impressive.
And you can also have harmony, this actually means harmony. Or you can trigger all these same articulations with key switches, right? Now we also have effects, so you can have compression, distortion, delay, flanger, tremolo, and a reverb. And they add either kind of a Fender style amp or a Marshall style amp, and change the speakers. There's actually only two. There's black ones and silver ones.
Is there a direct input so you can add your own amps to it?
You can just bypass all the effects,
Okay.
and you can send it out to an amplifier and reamp it any way you want. A couple of we're using snapshots, which are really handy for an amp show when you actually you're trying to have like a clean sound. I'm gonna go back over to our main screen. Now,
So this is really, really playable. You seem to be just playing it like it sounds like a guitar. You're just using a keyboard.
right. And for instance, like the hammer-ons, you choose the key because the intervals are going to be different when you're hammering on. So, and there are two pickups on a. I shouldn't mention the brand name. On the guitar we sampled.
Yes.
There are two pickups, and we have three pickup positions. Both of them, and just the neck position. So they're all sampled separately. That's not a trick of EQ or anything. They're actually all
Three times the samples.
Three times the samples. You can do with the chord feature. You can either have it so it strums the chords, or you can actually have it arpeggiate. The chords, these are downstrokes, these are upstrokes, so it's going to arpeggiate up or down. Like that. Let me go to a clean sound here. Oh, sometimes I'm going to take the arpeggiation off, so now it's just going to play the chords straight. Sometimes you just want power chords. You need power chords, you just hit the power chord button and it gives you all, or 2-note or 3-note power. That was for me because 9 times out of 10 I use electric guitar. It's just going to be power chords because that's the way I like it. Anyway, that's brand new. That'll be out in next week. And the intro price is $49. The regular price is going to be $59.
Cool. Thank you. How's the guitar guitarist myself, this very much so impresses me. This is fantastic. Also, how do you pronounce the name of your company? I've never...
It's Indigenus.
Indigenous. Okay.
I spell everything wrong. Okay.
Okay.
This is our nylon string guitar is Renaissance, and spelled with X's just because I didn't want to get into any trouble with anybody, so I just spelled it. So it's not Renaissance, it's just Renaissance because X in the middle. Get it?
I get it. That's good. Musician joke right there.
Little musician joke. Actually, I wanted to call the electric guitar 11, another musician, but there was already a guitar company called 11 Guitars. But Renaissance is a nylon string guitar. Has a similar interface, but it's all different. But you have hammer-ons and the same kind of thing where you can control either through key switches or by velocity. It also has a 12-string mode. There are actually 12-string nylon guitars because I get asked that question all the time. We're doing it with scripting, but I did check to make sure that there were actually 12-string guitars. You can actually have chords on this one too. I just put them on the bottom octave. Harmony. And you notice I'm getting harmony and hammer-ons at the same time. And on the website you can hear all these things, much better sound quality. And of course we have solid state symphony. Well, we also have our strumming steel string guitar, which we call Strummaker 4 because it was the fourth one. And this one actually has a pattern maker, so you can just turn it up a little bit. So you can have pattern start there and just and all of these instruments you can make your own chords. It's very easy. You just reach up and change the chord to whatever you want.
That's really cool.
And you can save it to a user location. You can just go up here and copy to, and I can put that on each chord. You hit the root note. Each chord has its own user location. But on Strummaker 4, you can save any location. So you actually have 144 locations. You can have a custom chord on each one.
Wow.
And you can access with key switches every chord before the next change. So if you're playing a G major and you want G minor next, or you want to do a walk down of the bass or something, you can do all of that stuff.
That's very impressive.
So, great for sketching out a song.
Not bad.
And I was telling another gentleman, I do some television scoring for an outdoor program, and I leave Strummaker in. I leave the guitars in. I don't replace them with real guitars. And the producer thinks I'm a guitar player, and he asks me what about buying guitars. He asked me advice on buying guitars, which I give to him. I haven't had the heart to tell him I'm using samples. Solid State Symphony is the weird one, the weird guy in the family, and he's just an orchestra made with synthesizers. And why would I do that? Because I didn't have an orchestra, but I did have synthesizers.
That's very smart. What do you think of ATO's version of that?
Yeah, I got the email, and I did check out their demos. It's a different take on the same thing.
Yours seems to be more pure, whereas theirs seems to be aimed more for like big bombastic.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a different technique and it's a different application, I think.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more for, you can kind of do soft for writing. My mouse keeps running away there. And this is not just eye candy. This actually helps you see which layers are coming in, and all of that is programmable. You can program all the velocity ranges and all of the key ranges depending on the instrument. But besides that, It has other elements in it. It has like a gated pad, so you can turn off the orchestra. This feature here I like a lot, which is a pitch modulated, well in this case we have a sawtooth weight pulled up, and it just modulates pitch. You can make little melodies with it. And you can save your own preset like this.
That's very cool.
A very rudimentary bass, and even percussion. And orchestra on top. And once again, we're using snapshots up here, so we can just kind of have one called Warlord just because it sounds cool. And
It sounds like it would be absolutely brilliant for most video games, where, you know, like not the hardcore ones, but where you need that orchestral sound, but you don't want it to sound exactly realistic to fit the game.
Right. And a couple other applications for it. You're right. I have video game people tell me that. But another application is either you can just sketch out something very easily.
Oh, because I'm guessing since it's synths, it barely uses any RAM.
Well, synths are coming back. You know, synths are now back in movies, and so it's kind of coming into it. This is actually, I think, our third version of Solid State Symphony. But now it's actually in a place where it can be popular.
And I suppose you could layer that with your legit orchestral libraries to give that extra.
And that was the original intent. But you can just, for thematic writing, oh, I forgot, chords. You can have major, and next octave up minor chords. I can't hear what I'm playing actually, but
Yeah, it sounds
I imagine
cool.
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful, very beautiful.
So you can kind of do a, I'm going to put on a little bit faster attack here. You can easily do a, once again, major, minor chords. I actually have some where the automation, all those little synth elements are also doing it. Let me see if I can find what that was. I'm looking for something like this one does. And this, I know it's hard to tell. Like the little modulated synth is going, it's doing a major pattern, and then up here's a minor pattern. Writing tools, so you can just come up with a melody, and then just add other orchestral instruments on top of it. You can use a high quality string library, layer it over the top.
That sounds fantastic.
And that actually makes it really easy to sketch out a part. Or to show the producer, here's my idea. And if someone was telling me that's how they use it when a composer stopped by earlier, so that's how they they'll kind of sketch it out live, or a very rudimentary sequence, and then add everything else to it.
That's fantastic.
Another thing to do is, if you have a sequence and you want it to be really big at the end, just kind of play chords underneath the ending, and it just makes the sequence pop at the end. So.
Wow, thank you so much for showing me all that stuff.